Why was he given so much? Why does she get everything handed to her on a silver platter when I have to work so hard to reach my goals? These types of thoughts, they come into our mind quite often, and honestly, it's really hard to go through our day when we have such negative, heavy feelings weighing us down. So, whenever these feelings of unfairness arise, it's important to remember that Allah specifically tells us in the Quran that He has created some of us with higher ranks than others as part of the test. So, this dunya is a test for each and every single one of us. Yes, even a test for that person who you're looking at and thinking that their life is perfect. Remember, you're only seeing one side of the picture. Allah is testing all of us. So they're certainly also being tested. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that their life is perfect. And it just might be possible that they're looking at you and they think that you have everything. They have the thing that they want the most and they think your life is perfect. So there's no point of comparing ourselves to others. But hey, as human beings, we're all guilty of this. Shaitan is always out there making us compare ourselves to others and feel bad about our current situation. I like to go to two key examples when I'm trying to navigate these sort of emotions. And the first one is the example of two chocolate bars. So imagine someone offers you two chocolate bars and you have to pick one. The first one, it's just a mid, regular, schmegular chocolate bar. You eat and it tastes okay. It's not that great. And you could get diabetes or some sort of sickness because it's not good for your health either. And it finishes as soon as you eat it. The other example is of a chocolate bar that tastes like nothing you've ever tasted before. Only the highest quality ingredients, and it doesn't even have any health side effects. In fact, it's good for your health. And it's some new tech or something, so it just keeps regenerating every time you eat it. It's never ever gonna finish. You keep it forever. However, the first chocolate bar, you get it right away. The mid one, you don't have to wait for it. The second one, you have to fast for just one day to get it. Stay away from food and water. Which bar are you choosing? Even if you're starving, it's the second one is the smartest choice. It's an eternal investment. It's never going to end. It tastes fantastic. It's good for your health. It only has benefits. This is like the example of the dunya and the akhirah. The dunya, you get it immediately. You can enjoy it immediately. But even at its absolute peak, it's still just average. It's just mid. Like, for example, billionaires and millionaires and celebrities who have been given everything of the dunya, who are still suffering from mental health issues, and some of them even still take their life because they don't feel that peace. Even though they have everything in the dunya, it wasn't enough for them. So the dunya at its best is just mid. You get it right away, and even the good in the dunya, the things that you want most, always come with some level of pain. All unions come with some form of separation. All happiness always has some form of suffering associated with it. So nothing is perfect. However, the akhirah, on the other hand, it's something that you've never experienced before. It's only joy. There's no side effects to it. And it literally lasts forever. The only thing is that we have to stay away from certain things and do certain good deeds while we're in the dunya to attain the akhirah. Subhanallah. So I always like to think about this, whenever I'm feeling like life is unfair. I'm like, okay, I'm just in the fasting stage before I get to my eternal chocolate bar. I don't want the temporary one. I don't want the one that's not even that great. I want the best possible option. And then the other example is the example of two flights. So imagine one flight, which is like the highest level of luxury you can imagine: swimming pools, master bedrooms, 5 course, 3-star Michelin restaurant style meals all throughout the day, and big screen TVs, and just the absolute best experience. However, that when this flight lands, it's going to land directly into a volcano, okay? So it's a super luxurious flight, but it lands straight inside a volcano. The other option is, maybe there's even rats running around in this plane. Your neighbors aren't the best. The food is there, but it doesn't taste great. It might even be making you feel sick, and it's just a very cramped, uncomfortable experience. However, when this flight lands, It's going to land in the most luxurious, all expenses paid resort in which you'll never have to work or study again and you get to live there forever. So, which one would you choose? I mean, obviously, while you're in the flight, if you're in the rat infested flight and you're able to see what's happening in the luxurious flight, you're gonna feel like, what is going on here? This is so unfair. They have it so easy, I have it so hard. But when you look at where the destination is that this comfortable flight is going, them straight into a volcano, they're going to offboard into a disaster. That's it. It's over for them. It's terrifying. But your destination, inshallah, is going to be this luxurious resort. So we can have patience for just a little while longer and we can behave ourselves and follow the rules until we get to our final destination. So, yeah, whenever you feel like life is unfair, these are the two examples that I like to go back to. And just remember, on the day of judgment, we're going to be saying that we stayed on earth for just a day or part of a day. It's going to feel like we were here only for a few hours. So, just like flights are only a few hours long, and like sweets, like chocolates, they just last a teeny fraction of an amount of time. That's also our experience in the dunya. And yeah, so again, I apologize again for posting after 11 days, even though I wanted to do it every other day. It's just that the Ramadan schedule has been so hectic. I hope you're having a blessed Ramadan. May the last half be incredibly fruitful and full of good deeds. And Jazakallah khairan kathira to anyone who stayed this long in the video. And inshallah, I'll see you in the next one.